Hi, and thanks for joining us as we talk to renowned London artist, award-winning songwriter, inspirational speaker and soon-to-be best-selling author, Nicky Nicholls. Despite this impressive CV, Nicky's journey to these achievements have, to say the least, not been easy. The scale of challenges she has had to overcome have been immense and would have been impossible for most people. She is now preparing for the launch of her new book, Not a Proper Child, written by Nicky herself and Liz Shepherd-Jones. I'm hoping that through this conversation we might start to understand some of these challenges and what gave Nicky the strength to shine through it all. So I think my first question is, what were the main reasons for you to wanting to share your experiences through your book, Not a Proper Child?
My main reasons was people asking me to share them for years, and I didn't want to, I wasn't ready. I think that I'd just come off the streets and I had to have a lot of therapy before I could make a decision on the book.
And then can you explain why you chose the title Not a Proper Child?
I didn't choose it, the other author chose it, but I was called Not a Proper Child as a child.
Really?
By my family. Every day I was told I wasn't a proper child.
Wow, and it must have been difficult recalling some very painful experiences when you're writing the book. How did you find it?
Hard. It was retracing the steps and actually visiting some of the old places with Elizabeth, the other author. But I didn't like her very much sometimes. You know, she was doing a good job and she has done a good job. So I'm just about getting over it now, because it did make me depressed going through it again. But I am coming out of depression again now.
And then what would you say kept you going through the darkest times of your childhood?
Dog. He was the family pet, a commodity in them days, because it was very post-war, it was early post-war days. So cats and dogs were commodities to get rid of rats and mice. And like me, they didn't get fed, so we worked out ways, me and Dog. I got him to the butcher's and I would get things off the table, the scraps.
Wow.
You know.
And then, as difficult as your book is, it has a very strong message that there's always hope. And is that important to you?
I think it's the crowning glory of my story, that keeping that hope alive when I didn't have any. But underneath somewhere there was that kid, and that it was the kid in me that gave me the hope as an adult. It was nothing to do with me, because if I make decisions even now, I'm wrong, and the kid still butts in and helps me out. And she was a very clever kid. Learned how to forage for food at 6 years old. You know, so I think hope. I think anyone that's gone through anything, any kind of abuse, verbal or any other way, should pluck up the courage, especially if you're young, and tell someone. Tell your mate, tell your doctor. Just take that courage, because that's what I didn't do, and I lost my whole life because of it. And I think telling someone, it's very difficult when you've been threatened. But these days, there's more help than there was them days. Because corporal punishment was still in schools in them days, you know, so, and if you came in crying, you were sent out to beat them up, or you didn't get any dinner. You know, there wasn't many options when you was a child then. But I would say to anybody, young or old, tell.
And then can you think of a moment when you had felt that you'd been close with Jesus throughout this experience at all?
It was when I came here.
Really? And then how was that experience for you?
Leander showed me around the church, and I saw a picture. She showed me a picture of the man Jesus, and I asked if he was married. She said no. I said, oh, is he gay? Because I was brought up with the devil. I was threatened with the devil, so I didn't know much about Jesus. But I think he's pretty cool, and I'm still learning.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. And then how long ago would you say that was?
It was probably last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's been an interesting year.
Yeah.
And then your life seems quite positive now, and then how do you keep the past from affecting you negatively?
I use therapy, art therapy, I was shown how to do that in hospital, in mental hospitals. What I've done, Sam, is take my illness and accepted it. I've got post-traumatic stress disorder, and it comes with a lot of little aliases, you know, OCD, depression. And I've taken that and accepted it as part of me. That's who I am. I can't change the past. I can't change the abuse. So now I've got to look after that part of me. It's just a little added extra. And I've learned how to paint through. You know, I wasn't a proper child. I'm not a proper painter either. But it really helps me to alienate myself from too many flashbacks and bad memories. You know, I have something to do. I like music. I use music, art, and now I'm learning to meet people and do the things I never did. I never went to the seaside, never went to a cafe, restaurant, pictures. I still haven't been to pictures. I'm a bit scared of the dark. But I'm achieving all those things by learning to trust, along with the acceptance of being a mentally ill person. And I've enjoyed every minute of it now. The fear's gone. It's only 9 years since I've been going out on my own. I had carers. I don't have them. I've come off medication under doctor scrutiny. You know, I just looked at it and said I want to be myself, because I didn't know who I was or what I liked.
And you do raise a lot of money for homeless people and support some mental health charities. And do you see this as part of you giving back?
No. I just see it as part of being a part of.
Oh, yeah.
I would never want praise for that. I think when you're homeless for 36 years and you're helpless with it, that I think if you're born, you should be part of life and you help each other. And my homelessness didn't allow me to do that. So I do it now because I do it because I want to, and because I realised that I could.
And then your book is expected to do very well, and we hear that you are donating the profits from the book sales. And what are you donating to and why?
I'm donating to St Mildred Church and the WOWChurch project for the homeless in Southwark. And why?
Yeah. Because
it's giving back, and it's recognising and remembering the experiences I had and how it feels. Because if you could forget that, you forget those people.
And then where can we buy this book? And when and where is the next book signing / exhibition of your paintings?
The first book signing is at Southwark Cathedral, who sell my work there. And I have exhibitions there. So that'll be with the Mirror books at Southwark Cathedral in September. Then I've got one in Stoke, one here, a couple in Croydon. There's quite a lot. And then promoting the book on TV and things, you know, which is a bit scary, but
I'm sure you'll be fine. Great today.
If it'll raise money, then you know that's what it's about for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here, and I know I've got to do it.
So, as you leave here, you are heading for the BBC and ITV studios. And how does it feel to be a star? I'm
not a star. I think the stars are in places like this, and the robes, the people who don't come out and say anything, but they do. I'm just representing those people, and if I can make money for them to help them, I will. I sleep rough every year for the robes. It was freezing last year, absolutely freezing. I sat and watched the clock freeze on the cathedral.
Wow. And then finally, if you had any advice for young people who might be in a bad place, what would it be?
I would say tell someone. Pluck up the courage. Nobody's going to hurt you. Choose who you want to tell, who you trust. And if it could be a teacher, a doctor, your friend, your mum, whoever's hurting you needs to be stopped. And you need to be a part of that, stopping it. Because otherwise, I would hate anyone to go down my road. I was 36 years of hell and silence, and I wouldn't wish that. Just tell. be brave, you know, it is difficult, but talk to someone.
Well, thank you so much, Nicky, for giving us your time to talk to us at WOWChurch UK. It's been both moving and inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So please do look out for Nicky's book, Not a Proper Child, online on Amazon or in any other good bookshop. If anyone has concerns with what Nicky has spoken about today, please do not hesitate to speak to one of our chat hosts online at www.wowchurch.org.uk or email us at admin@wowchurch.org.uk. This is Sam Phillipson for WOWChurch UK. Thank you very much for watching.